Welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be making homemade peanut butter cups and seeing how they turn out. This is the view you're gonna get for the whole entire video, I'm guessing, unless I do some close-ups. But yeah, you're not really gonna see my face, so you can see it now. But yeah, let's just get straight on into the video. First off, I am using a recipe. I'm not winging it. I actually did wing it like 2 days ago and it didn't turn out too good. Didn't really taste like a peanut butter cup. So this is from Taste of Home. It is not my recipe or anything. I just want to give credit to that person who makes the recipe. I don't know. But the ingredients are peanut butter, confectionery sugar or powdered sugar, butter, salt, chocolate, candy bars, and sprinkles that are optional. I'm gonna actually cross out the candy bars because I don't have candy bars, so I'm not gonna be able to use that obviously if I don't have it. But yeah, and this is the review is actually pretty good. It is 4 1/3 stars, and this is a quote from Lavona. Okay, I don't know how to say this name. Lavone Heglain, St. Michelle, Minnesota, something like that. Michael, Minnesota. I don't even know. I'm taking this off. And it says, I like using pretty mini muffin liners and topping these with peanut butter cups with colored sprinkles to coordinate with the holiday we're celebrating. People can't believe how simple it is to make an irresistible candy with gooey peanut butter center. So hopefully, that is what I think of it. I'm not doing the sprinkles, I don't think, or anything, but yeah, I'm gonna get all my ingredients out, all the tools you need, and get started. 1 cup, a half a cup, 1 teaspoon, and a 1/4 of a teaspoon, even though there is no 1/4 of a teaspoon, I don't know where the half a teaspoon is, so I'm just gonna be using 2 1/4 teaspoons to make a half. I also have butter that is going to need to be softened, powdered sugar or confectionery sugar. I have more in the fridge if this is not enough, but I think it will be. And some salt. And I don't have chocolate chips, so I'm going to be using 72% dark chocolate. And this is from Trader Joe's, and it's like my favorite chocolate ever. It's imported from Belgium. So yeah, and I'm just gonna chop this up as into like chocolate chips, kind of. So yeah, and let me just tell you one thing. So I can't soften this butter fast enough just by leaving it out. I didn't put it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it into the microwave on power 4 and do 10 to 20 second intervals, and just keep flipping it, and it gets it softened. So I'm going to do that. On the butter, and it is pretty soft. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty good. And there's just a little hard part right there. That is okay. I'm also gonna actually need a bowl. A couple of bowls, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna get those out, and then we're just gonna start doing it, yeah. I just got 2 bowls. Hopefully these will be big enough, and 2 spatulas. I'm not sure how many I'm gonna need. So I'm just gonna start by doing the first directions, which is combine a half cup of peanut butter, confectionery sugar, butter, and salt until smooth. And that's the one ingredient I forgot, which is creamy or crunchy peanut butter. I'm gonna be using creamy just because I tried it with crunchy and it didn't work out too well. And I'm gonna follow the exact directions. So I'm gonna put only a half a cup of peanut butter in here. But what I'm gonna do is actually start off with the confectionery sugar in the half of the cup, because once the peanut butter's in there, I'm gonna probably have to wash it if I was to put confectionery sugar in there, and I do not want to do that. I'm not gonna wash it. So I'm just taking this. And this is not packed down or anything. That is not a half. Let me get a knife. I'm getting a butter knife because when you use a butter knife, you can actually get it even. So we want to do that. So that is pretty good. We're just going to put it in this bowl. Come out. There we go. Now we're going to be using a spoon to scoop out this peanut butter and put it into half the cup. So let's move this out of the way. Alright. So let me mix this up first. This hasn't been used for a little while. So I'm going to try not to get messy doing this, just because I hate washing peanut butter off my hand. I don't know why. It's just so sticky and it's a horrible mess, basically. So yeah. And this, I don't even think you can like pack down. I'm just trying to get it in the crevices that are open so I can actually get this even. And I'd say if there's a little more peanut butter, it's not gonna hurt. Just like if there's a little more chocolate or a little too much sugar in there, I don't think it'd hurt. Some people think it would probably, but I wouldn't mind. So I'm just gonna go by what I think is right. And I know I just scraped all that off, putting it back on because I'm just trying to get it super even. Because in baking, you want everything to be super precise as you can get it. So there's my half a cup of peanut butter. Now I'm just going to scrape it out into the confectionery sugar. And what we're going to do with all of this is combine it all together until it all is all smooth. So since there is a bunch, there's some left in here, I'm just going to put a tiny little blob to make up for what was lost. Now I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of salt, which is, I'm going to be doing 2 of these because it's only 1/4. And I'm going to be doing it over here so I don't spill. Or if I, obviously I'm going to spill, but so I don't spill too much salt in all the food. Alright, so that's 1/4. Got it in the peanut butter. And that is 2/4, which is 1/2. That's how much salt I would have spilled. So yeah. Now I'm going to put the butter in. And this is not the amount of butter that we're putting in, so do not worry. I looked it up because this says 4.5 teaspoons, but on here it's tablespoons. So I looked it up, and for 4.5 teaspoons, it is 1.5 tablespoons. So I'm going to get a jagged knife or serrated knife to cut this. And I'm going to get it in half here. And the hard thing is, it's soft, so I'm going to have to go super careful. Just cutting through the first layer is the hardest part, I think. Just the wrapper. So that is how much butter we're putting in. Just gonna plop it in there. Oh my god. A little messy. That's okay. And then I'm just gonna scrape this because we don't want to, no. We want all this butter. Let me just say that. A little more in. Put that off to the side. And I'm gonna go wash my hand because I have butter and peanut butter on my hand. So let me go do that and I will be right back to mix everything up. I heard that noise was, it was a metal cup falling and the paper towels knocking over. So yeah, not very interesting, but so, yeah. I'm gonna open this up. Now, this is this is like really good chocolate. That's the only way I know how to explain it really, is it's really, really good. I'm trying to find a way to cut this way. So I'm just gonna cut it from behind. It got a chunk there. We sometimes have this for like a dessert. So wait, how many chocolate chips? 2 cups Now, that is a lot. It's gonna be like a full bar. So we might have to turn our resort to some milk chocolate as well, just so I don't use all of this. I'm gonna be using a bigger knife. Just so I don't use all of this. Because we don't go to Trader Joe's too often. And I don't think my mother would be happy if she found all the milk chocolate gone. Because she does use this for baking. So, as you can see, this is kind of hard to cut, even with this like super sharp knife. It's because it's so solid. But it's coming along. There we go. So I'm going to take these big chunks out. I'm still using the little ones, don't worry. And the thing is, we don't really need to cut them up too much because we are going to be microwaving them. But the reason why you want them to be tiny is because they're all different sizes. They're going to melt at different temperatures, and you could scorch the ones that are tiny, which you don't want to do. So, I know that's not a cup, like, obviously, but I'm going to start cutting these ones up a little bit. I'm just going on the very edge like this, just grating it down. Kind of making like little chocolate curls almost. This is another thing you don't want flying everywhere, because I have a dog, or we have a dog and a cat, so you don't want them eating this stuff. And if you're a little kid and you're wanting to do this and you don't know how to cut, I learned how to cut when I was 5 or 6 or something, but if you don't, because I know a lot of kids don't know how to, which is sad, but then have your parents watch you or help you, because you don't want to be cutting off your fingers. And this is a very easy way to cut off your fingers. If the knife just slips, your fingers are done for. Alright, so I think I'm just going to start chopping these up into bigger chunks, but still tiny. The milk chocolate here, it feels like the part's already broken off, so that's actually good because I don't really like cutting this. It scares me a little bit. Is this even open? Please say it's open. Sorry, that's my wrist. Yes, it's open. And there is parts broken off. So, I'm going to try to do this one a little faster than the other one. Try to cut it up faster. The other one I was more focused on size, but I have my 2 cups of chocolate and a half cup of peanut butter all in here. I'm just going to wipe the sides down. Just realized there's chocolate there and everything. And now I'm going to go melt this all down and mix it up. Melted it and it is fully melted. There's a couple chunks, but I don't want to burn it, so I'm just going to let those melt by themselves because chocolate is going to be it's warm, so they'll just melt because of that heat. Oh no, get that all in there. So yeah, and now the directions say to drop teaspoonfuls of chocolate mixture in a paper-lined miniature muffin cup and then peanut butter mixture. So I'm using this chocolate mixture. It's peanut butter mixture, obviously. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go do right now. Silicones right here. And this thing doesn't actually need to be cleaned just because we're putting cupcake things in here, or muffin liners, or whatever you want to call them. But I'm not sure how much this is going to make, so I'm just going to line all of them. And then the ones that didn't get any in there, I'm just going to take them out. a little messed up, so I just put the peanut butter on all of them. Now I'm letting them freeze again. I froze the chocolate because this one was hard to put. This one was when the chocolate was warm. So I froze the chocolate first and then put the peanut butter on for these ones, all of them except for that one. So you will see the final product very soon. So the final product has been finished and actually is the day after. But I will show you guys. So let's see if I can get this open. Shoot. Well, I finally got it open, and these are the Reese's peanut butter cups. That's the chocolate layer and the peanut butter layer, and I'll just peel it open just a little bit, and I'll show you guys the inside, or like you can see the layers. I mean, it's delicious, really. And the good thing is, it tastes exactly like a Reese's peanut butter cups to me. I was gonna wonder what happened to that one. But yeah, so they're super great, and this is one of the best recipes, I would say. It's been in the freezer, so there's all this frost on it. I'm leaving it in the freezer just because even with it in the freezer, it melts in your hands a lot. Just because the chocolate was not tempered. So yeah, but otherwise it is great, and it tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup. So if I were to rate this recipe out of 10, I'd give it 100 out of 10, or 10 out of 10. Alright, so I'm looking weird because I just went in the pool and everything, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. Also comment down below what you want me to do for another video, and subscribe and turn on the notification bell to this channel, and follow my Instagram. That is going to be in the description down below. So yeah, again, this recipe is really good. I already told you who was buying everything, and yeah, so peace.